You might remember that earlier this year we planted a whole collection of table grapes in our vegetable garden. And now one thing I'm concerned about is that we have a lot of different varieties and I don't want to lose track of which is which. So I've been looking for a long time for a system to label them and to make durable labels that wouldn't fade in the rain or in the sun. And I've been looking for laser engravers in order to do some professional labels like in botanical gardens. Today I have a solution for that. Amy receives a lot of emails from companies that offer to test a lot of products we don't need, but this time there was something extremely interesting. She received an email from Crealty for us to test the Falcon2 Pro laser engraver, and I said yes straight away. We both have a lot of projects in mind that could use a laser engraver. For me, it's mostly garden related, as you might know. The first one is to make garden labels that would be weatherproof, that wouldn't fade in the rain or the sun, and that would be durable. I also thought of a lot of projects. I could use one for cutting woods to create different patterns in garden decoration and things like that. But Amy also had ideas for her tile making projects. I think she will show you that in a separate video. Much bigger than I expected actually, and heavier. I've never used a laser cutter before, so that's going to be a first. I have lots of projects in mind. Lots of interesting stuff. How do I look?
Very cool. It goes with your space decorations behind you.
That's true. I keep it on. Actually, I can't see a thing, so I'll have to let them down.
Marc isn't typically a read the manual first type of guy, so what he didn't realise at the beginning is that the eye protection glasses provided aren't really necessary with Crealty's Falcon2 Pro laser cutter and engraver, because your eyes are protected by the tinted cover of the machine, and there's an automatic cut-off of the laser when the cover is opened, which is a fantastic safety feature, especially with children in the household.
So at the moment I'm trying to calibrate the top camera.
The built-in camera is for positioning and previewing designs so that you can make sure they work first time around and not have to waste time and material on trials. You can also see here what amazing 360-degree visibility you get of the whole process through the fully transparent cover. The engraving and cutting process is guided by software that you install on your computer and then connect to the machine with the provided cable. Once again, Marc doesn't really need to be using the glasses at this point because the cover is designed to prevent all laser leakage. For the calibration, Marc needs to use a large piece of paper. While he's getting on with this, I'll tell you about another important safety and technical feature, which is the integrated air assist. By having total control over the airflow, it's possible to evacuate the vaporized byproducts immediately, which in practical terms means fewer burned edges because the carbon is immediately removed, and in safety terms means that the material is quickly taken away from the workspace and disposed of into the fresh air.
So I'm going to do a first trial of engraving on an actual label. So these are my garden labels. So it's aluminium, so it won't fade in the weather, whether it's sunny or rainy or stuff. And I'll be able to label all the plants around the chateau, like a proper botanical garden. So the first one I'm doing is going to be just a trial to see what Well, just to learn how to use the beast. Clément, viens voir.
C'est mon nom. C'est mon nom.
What's written here?
C'est moi. Comment tu vas écrire?
Et ben avec le découpeur laser, je l'ai gravé sur une carte. Comme ça, tu peux le garder.
Oh, it's his comment. Ooh, it's shiny too. That's really cool.
With these labels we made.
Is he gonna make a Juliet next?
Papa,
That's so cool. That's so cool. Wow.
Let's make one for Juliette.
Elephant.
Il écrit Juliette.
Juliette. C'est maman. Papa, maman, c'est maman.
Il écrit Mamie.
Non. Mamie, je veux faire. Regarde.
Clément wants another one for Mamie. Clément? Tiens. Il écrit quoi? Ouais. Tu veux le montrer à Denise? Ouais. Il écrit quoi? Now the trials seem to be working. I need to find a way to design my garden labels. And I want them to be as just like in a botanical garden. So you give the names of the species, the family, the botanical family, and also the date they were planted. And that in order to get a record of the plant collections on the estate. So I need to design a layout that will be the same for everything in the garden. And then find a way to make always the same print on from my file. So I have a first design as a trial. So I have the family name and the year I planted it and the grape variety. So if this works, I'll make a label for each single type of grape I have.
The power of this machine and the features such as the position camera and the intelligent air assistance enables Marc to create something both functional and beautiful using very intricate lettering and designs.
I'm a total beginner with the laser cutting and engraving, but I was extremely pleased with how simple this machine was just to use for a total beginner like me. I'm sure that as I get used to it, I'll be able to do a lot more projects. I'm really pleasantly surprised by how well built it is. It feels really strong, really solid. It's really simple to use, and I'm sure that I have a lot more possibility of things I could use it for.
Whoa! Oh, look, darling!
Non, c'est l'autre.
Oh, I've got my very own card.
C'est écrit Juliette. And that's mommy.
Oh, and what's
And
yours?
that's grandma.
Wow, baby. Wow, they're
And that's a
impressive.
botanical lady.
It's beautiful. So you put is there like a program on your laptop that you
Yeah.
install?
Yep. And so the program can convert an image or a drawing or anything you do into a file that can be read by the engraver. And then you can choose you can set the laser to either engrave or cut. So you have a lot of settings that I'm not all familiar with yet. But
Wow.
you can do a lot of different things.
But is it the sort of thing that you don't need to be like a mega technical expert in
Well,
order to...
I'm not a mega technical expert, and I've only been using it for a couple of hours.
And you're already producing
yes,
engraved cards and...
So I'm really impressed by how simple it is to use. The last step to put the label on is to drill a hole in it so I can hang it on a skewer. Well, it's not really a skewer, but it's a metal pole. And now I just need to put it in the ground and make the other labels. It's been raining so much that the vines are really overgrown, and I need to clean them with the streamer. But that's how it will eventually look like. I'm really pleased with these labels, and I'm really pleased with the laser engraver. I think it's the start of a lot of garden projects.
Before we go, I'd like to take you on a brief tour of the fabulous Crealty Falcon2 Pro laser cutter and engraver. As I mentioned earlier, the fully transparent cover enables complete viewing of your work while protecting your eyes. A multi-position switch controls the built-in fan and light switch, and an emergency stop button is front and centre if anything goes wrong. There's also an extended accessory option to increase the operational space and allow the creation of larger designs. The intelligent air assist feature takes combusted material quickly and safely away from the workspace. There's a top camera to enable precise cutting and engraving, and a built-in LED light strip to showcase special effects. The bottom drawer removes easily to help you keep on top of workspace organisation. And finally, a reminder of that amazing lid that prevents laser leakage. The Falcon Pro 2 is available in 20 watt and 40 watt versions, and is compatible with 40 watt and 22 watt laser modules. A bonus 1.6 watt laser module comes with the 40 watt version that we received. We received the Falcon Pro 2 as a gift, but we wouldn't hesitate to recommend it, and you'll be seeing us using it on many different projects in future.